Okay, it is time for part 2 of my video regarding the top 10 2018 new handguns that flopped or fizzled for one reason or another. Today we will go through numbers 5 through 1. If you missed 10 through 6, you can check them out by clicking the link up in the upper corner here and see what the first 5 were. But today we're going to continue with the rest of the list. Now, I swear it is the next day now. I didn't just change my t-shirt and my hat to make you think it was the next day, because if I had done them all at once, it would have made a 20-minute video, and no one is going to sit through a 20-minute video of me if they see it's actually that long. So I swear that this is actually the next day. So let's continue with the rest of the list of the top 10 guns of 2018, new handguns that flopped or fizzled for one reason or another. Now, before I go on with this list, I want to address the Sig Sauer P365. A lot of people yesterday guessed that that's going to be number 1 on my list. But you know what? It's not going to be on the list at all. And I'll tell you why. It's not going to be on the list, not because it didn't sell great, because it sold wonderfully. But so did the Glock 19X. It was a great seller. The difference is, this list is for guns that are great guns that for one reason or another just didn't take off. The Glock 19X was an awesome gun that sold very well, but then people got it and just went, this is not anything special. Why do I want it? There's a lot of problems with it, and they unloaded them on the secondary market. The P365, people got them and went, what the? Why isn't this working? And had to send them back and etc. So the jury is still out on whether the P365 is a good gun or not. It's not a disappointment because it didn't take off like I thought it would. I just don't know if it's actually a decent gun or not, and maybe it deserves to not be popular. So that's the reason the Sig Sauer P365 will not be on this list, because this list is only for guns I think are great guns, but didn't catch on for one reason or another. Okay, number 5 on the list today is the second revolver on the list, and it's the Smith & Wesson 686 Plus or 686 Performance Center revolvers. Now, when these first came out, I was very excited, but then I noticed that if you want the extra round, if you want the Plus model, you have to take the longer barrel length. If you want the 4-inch barrel length, it's only available in the regular model 686 and therefore has one fewer round than the 686 Plus. Now, I think that might have a lot to do with why this gun didn't take off. I mean, I like everything else about it. I love the extended cylinder release. I love the unfluted cylinder. I even like the ribs on the barrel. I think it gives it a very cool look. But that look might have turned off a lot of people. And that might be why a lot of people don't like it. The looks or the fact that you can't get the 686 Plus with the shorter, more carryable barrel. That's where I think they went wrong. You don't make the longer barrel gun have more rounds. You make the one with the shorter barrel that people might want to carry have more rounds. And another thing I think killed this gun is that ugly orange sight on the front of it. If it hadn't been for that ugly orange sight, I might have bought the longer barrel version, but I'm just like, I don't want to bother changing the sight. So for those multiple reasons, the 686 is probably a great gun. The 686 and the 686 Plus Performance Center, I think they're still great guns, but they just didn't take off like I thought they would. So they deserve to be number 5 on the list, because I'm actually very disappointed that these didn't take off. And these are the 686 Plus and the 686 Performance Center. Now, number 4 on the list is a gun I've been waiting for so long, and that's part of the problem, the Archon Type B. Now, this is a redo of the Arsenal Strike 1, and I love my Arsenal Strike 1, so I thought surely I would love this. In fact, it's just a little bit more rugged-looking version of the gun I already have, but in a compact frame. So I thought, I'm absolutely going to love this. And I might have if they had ever managed to get it to market in a timely manner. They had all kinds of production issues with this gun, switching from manufacturer to manufacturer, from name to name. And by the time it came out this year, people were just like, been waiting on it for so long that now I don't even care anymore. And I think that's what really hurt this gun. I think it probably could be a great gun. It had a few growing pains at first, but I think most of those have worked themselves out. And I think it could be an awesome gun, but I think most people were just over it by the time it came out. And that's why I think the Archon B deserves the number 4 place on this list. Now, number 3 on this list is the Walther PPQ subcompact. I can't tell you how much I was looking forward to this gun. I thought once this gun comes out, all other subcompact polymer guns might as well just stop production because this gun's going to take over the market. But for one reason or another, it hasn't. I don't know if it's availability, I don't know if it's price, I don't know what it is with this gun, if it's marketing or what the problem is, but it just doesn't seem to have taken off the way I thought it would. I haven't bought one because I'm not much into polymer guns, but for people who like to carry polymer striker fired guns, if this gun was half as good as the full-size PPQ, this would be the best one on the market. And I've shot it since it came out, and I think it is every bit as awesome as I thought it would be, but it just hasn't caught on. I don't know why, but I'm sad that it hasn't caught on, and it definitely deserves the number 3 position on this list, the Walther PPQ subcompact. Now, at number 2 on this list is a gun I do own. It's the Bond Arms Bullpup. Now, I wasn't really sure if I should count this gun as a 2018 gun or not, or a 2017 gun maybe, because it took it a while to get to market. It actually was announced in 2017, but I don't think they really became available until 2018. That's when you first actually started seeing them out there and you could buy them. I went through quite an ordeal to get one. It took me quite a while. But once I got it, I loved it. I think it's an amazing little gun. I think it's something everyone who just loves guns would find to be an extremely fun little gun and a very capable gun too. Found it to be very reliable. But for one reason or another, people don't like it. People just haven't bought it. And I think they're missing out. Because I think the real reason people don't want this gun is maybe because it looks a little odd, but I think the biggest reason is because they don't want to accept new technology. This gun doesn't work like every other gun they've ever owned has, so they think it can't possibly be reliable. But I found it to be very reliable, and other people I know that owned them have found them to be also very reliable. So it's an amazing gun, and it's one of the most fun guns I've ever shot, but it just didn't take off, and I don't see it taking off anytime soon unless something changes, and that's sad, because it really is a great gun. The Bond Arms Bullpup. Now, the number 1 gun on my list is even a little bit more depressing to me than the Bond Arms, and that is the Hudson H9. The reason I find this one so sad is because this gun had the potential to be something really special. And it might still have the potential to be something really special, but I think they made a lot of mistakes in this gun. Not really in the design or the manufacture even, but in how they marketed it and how they rushed it to market. When I first saw this gun, I thought, you know, this gun should be about 2 years away from market. And then they'll have a great gun. But they really sped it along, and 6 months later, it was out for sale. And it's experiencing a lot of growing pains because of that. And because of that, a lot of people are ignoring what I think is an amazing gun, or at least a gun that has the potential to be an amazing gun. And I think that's a shame because, like I said, I thought this gun was nearly revolutionary. It's a very unique gun. It's a unique looking gun. It's awesome looking. It shot great. I just liked everything about it. I just think they tried to get it to market a little bit too fast, and they suffered for it. I'm hoping this gun will get a second chance and it'll pick up later, but for right now, it just isn't going like I thought it would for this gun. And that's why it's number 1 on the list of my guns that flopped or fizzled in 2018. That is the Hudson H9. So there you have it. There's my list. If you think I'm right or if you think I'm wrong, let me know in the comment section below. If you think I missed a gun, let me know, and let me know why you think it deserves to be on this list. But for now, those are my choices.